Welcome back to our series. It's 6 a.m., and as you can see, the sun is just starting to peek through the window. For most people, this is the crack of dawn. Mark is wide awake, looking refreshed and ready to conquer the day. He is shutting off his alarm. He is definitely a morning person. Sarah, however, is a different story. She's still lying under a mountain of blankets. If you look closely at the bed, you can see their personalities clashing. Mark's side is tucked in neatly, while Sarah's side looks like a tornado hit it. Suddenly, the silence is shattered by Sarah's alarm. Beep, beep, beep. But instead of getting up, she blindly reaches for her phone and hits snooze. She does this not once, but twice. Mark is sitting up now. He has a very strict morning routine. And Sarah's 5 more minutes habit is throwing a wrench in his plans. She's essentially a human burrito at this point, completely unwilling to face the day, even though the sun has really started to rise now. Mark heads to the bathroom, expecting his usual sanctuary of cleanliness. Instead, he's met with a sight that stops him in his tracks. The countertop, which used to be spotless, is now crowded with an endless array of skincare products, hairsprays, and cosmetics. It's a total takeover. For someone who likes organization, this is his worst nightmare. Sarah's getting ready essentials have officially claimed all of the counter. Now, Mark is trying to find his toothbrush in this mess. It's like a high stakes game of Jenga. He has to navigate around giant bottles of lotion in delicate glass jars. One wrong move, and everything comes crashing down. He's muttering to himself about spatial awareness and boundaries. But for now, he's just trying to finish his morning hygiene without a catastrophe. Mark is finally enjoying some peace in a steaming hot shower. He's just starting to relax when the door swings open. Sarah bursts in, half awake and frantic. She's not there to chat. She's on a mission to find her favorite hairbrush. Mark is startled, shouting through the steam, "A little privacy, please." Sarah barely notices and mumbles a quick, "My bad," and vanishes as quickly as she appeared. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Sarah is dealing with her own crisis. They still haven't fully unpacked her boxes, so she's literally living out of boxes. She's digging through a massive cardboard crate like she's searching for buried treasure. Socks are flying, sweaters are everywhere, and she's starting to panic because her meeting starts in 30 minutes. Mark in the shower still, wondering if he'll ever see the floor again. Now we're in the kitchen, where Mark is now attempting to regain some control. He takes his coffee very seriously. It's practically a science experiment. He's using a digital scale to measure the beans to the exact gram. He's looking for the perfect pour-over experience. For Mark, this precision is therapeutic. It's the one part of the morning that Sarah hasn't disrupted yet. Just as Mark prepares to grab the water to pour over his coffee, Sarah sweeps into the kitchen, grabs the steaming kettle, and pours the entire contents into her tea mug. She's totally oblivious to the fact that Mark was mid-process. She gives him a cheerful, "Good morning," while Mark stares at his empty kettle in disbelief. His morning zen has officially evaporated. Enough is enough. Mark decides to take drastic measures. He doesn't just write a list of rules. He creates a full-blown, color-coded, laminated house schedule. He presents it to Sarah with a look of absolute triumph. He believes that with enough structure, they can survive living together. He's got time slots for the shower, the kitchen, and even designated quiet zones. What is Sarah's reaction? Total amusement. She takes one look at the laminated grid and bursts out laughing. To her, the idea of a scheduled life is absurd. She thinks Mark is being way too uptight. Mark, on the other hand, is genuinely offended. He put a lot of work into that spreadsheet. He stands there, clutching his schedule, looking like a disappointed school teacher. In the end, they find a middle ground. They're sitting at the table, sharing a moment of peace before work. Mark is drinking his precisely measured coffee, but he's wrapped in Sarah's bright, fuzzy blanket. Sarah is sipping her tea, but has actually left the schedule open in front of her on the table. They are polar opposites, but they're making it work. It's the beginning of a long, messy, tidy journey. So I have to ask, which side are you on? Are you a Mark who needs a laminated schedule to survive? Or are you a Sarah who prefers to go with the flow? Leave a comment below and let me know if you've ever lived with someone who was your total opposite. If you found this story helpful for your English practice, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. We'll see you in episode 3 to see if the schedule actually works. See you next time.